Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh Shai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh Shai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh Shai. And give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone salutations to you, Akim, you out there constantly pushing out this word in sincerity and in truth. Lord will, this is edifying to the elect. Going in today on just a real quick one. And Lord will is edifying to the elect. Because you know everything that comes to our spirits, man, is from Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. So, you know, if it is, you know, we hearing from him, Lord will, we are. Now we, you know, we speaking his words that it reached those the elect. Just like how it reached us, you know. Lord will, we are those men. These words reached us and we've been on fire ever since. And Lord will, we continue to stay on fire. 2 Thessalonians 3 and verse 10, for even when we were with you, this we command you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat. All right. So this is going in on the natural as well as the spiritual. The natural part, you know, literally, you don't work, you don't eat, man. You don't eat. You gotta work to be able to eat, because you gotta get the money to be able to eat. Especially here in Babylon, you know, everything is all messed up, man. Because, you know, in actuality, we could have it all set up where our people, not that they wouldn't have to work, but not like how they are now, man, where literally you working just to eat. You know, where food it should be a given. But here in Babylon, shit, you gotta work to eat, man. You gotta work to literally to eat. And it's really naturally everything grows here should grow, you know, from the cattle, you know, lambs, goats, the fish, the chicken, all the things that we can eat, you know, according to like the Levitical law, you know, everything, the water we have, the fruits, the vegetables, all that naturally grows and would grow. You know, you would have the cattle that would go out, they would eat the grass, they would defecate, you know, that would fertilize the ground, which will produce, you know, fertilizer for the vegetables and fruits to grow up. You know, but of course, what did Esau do? He fucks it all up. So now we stuck. So we gotta, you know, we gotta now it come to the point where we gotta go to the store. And even when you go to the store, you gotta look at the fruit, make sure it's okay. It ain't all effed up, bruised up. You know, it don't have no mites or nothing on it. Even so, you know, you look at it, it's all wax. It got wax all on your apples. You know, it's all abominable. You pick up an orange, you get an orange. It may taste good, but damn, you eating it and you like, damn, it don't even have a seed in it. So, you know, everything is all genetically modified nowadays. So, you know, we have to work to eat in the natural just to get by, man. We buying damn alkaline water, you know. Here, I'll see if let me see if I can show it. Like this shit, man. Like I buy this bottle of alkaline water. But you know, we shouldn't have to do that, man. We should be able to go down to a well, you know, a well that we got maybe even in our yard, in our backyard, front yard, wherever it may be, a well local. That's in the community, even that. Because the water will be consistent, constantly flowing, natural, with minerals already in it. But now what we have to do, we have to go buy damn water. And that's wicked, man. All this free. The Most High made it, but Esau made it now that we gotta buy it. You can't even really grow stuff in your own yard, man. They trying to make that. They trying to outlaw that. So, and then now into the spiritual perspective of it, just going in on that part where you gotta work, man. You gotta work on these scriptures, man. You gotta work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You gotta work, man. You gotta study. You gotta study because it comes to a point where you no longer getting baby, and that baby stage is like when you're on the other side when you ain't in the camp and you just on the other side and you getting you getting nurtured. The Akim is feeding you. You being fed. But eventually you got to start working for your own self. But that's the beauty of this truth, man. The brothers teaching you from the apostles and elders on down, they teach you how to fish. That saying where it says it's better to learn how to fish than basically to go out and give the person. You better off learning how to do it yourself than for somebody to care for you. And that's what this truth is. It teach you first to be a man and then to be a man of the Lord. You got to first be a man before you become a man of the Lord. So this truth teaches us that, man. So in this truth, man, you got to first things first, man. You gotta put off the old man, put on this new man. You doing a whole 180. You going west, you end up going east. Instead of going south, you start going north. Meaning you going the opposite of what you used to do. You stop eating pork. You stop eating abominable food. You stop eating shrimp, crab, and lobster. You started eating more vegetables, fruits, drinking water. More water. You consuming more water. You doing your best not to eat GMO foods. And all that in the natural is helping you in your spiritual. So this spiritual food, you gotta like, let me get back to the scripture. Let me read it one more time. 3 and 10. For even when we were with you, this we command you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat. So if you don't work, you don't eat, man. If you don't take the time out to pray, fast, study, and for your own self, you won't be able to eat, man. Because when you're on that other side of the camp and you looking in, you're not in the camp, man. So you being fed basically. You don't have to worry about eating, just like a baby. The baby, all you gotta do is suck on the breast. Or well, women nowadays, they give them Similac and shit. So, but basically they being fed. They constantly being fed. And that's all you doing is eating. Which is good, because we want you to we looking forward to you getting stronger and stronger, and having more strength and power, But you gotta eventually, like it says, you gotta begin to work, man. You gotta work out your own salvation. You gotta begin to put in your own work yourself, man. Let me pull that one up. Work out your own salvation. See if I can find it. Oh, here we go. Philippians 2 and 12. So with that, man, you gotta start working out your own salvation. Let me read it. Philippians 2 and 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So you got to do that on your own. You got to work out your own salvation so that you could be able to what? Like it says in Second Thessalonians 3 and 10. So that if any would not work, neither should he eat. So you gotta work so that you'll be able to eat spiritually. You got to feed yourself spiritually, man. You got to be able to go out and feed your own self, man. You can't be waiting on the next man to be able to feed you, man. You gotta go and prepare your own food. It may not, first few times, it may not come out that bomb food, as it's prepared from like the apostles and on down. It may come out. You may be making just a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, a grilled cheese sandwich. So be it, man. So be it, man. But the point is, you starting to cook for yourself. You starting to feed your own spirit. And that's what it takes, because you can't, like how David said. He basically encouraged himself. Let me see if I can find that scripture, man. I always be talking about that scripture, but I never looked it up. Salak, not David saying Salakia. It may not let me do it. Let me see if I can just type it in. Scripture. David encouraged himself. Let's see, because that's what it takes, man. You got to be willing to encourage yourself. 1 Samuel 30:6. Let's see. It's lucky if I'm off the camera, man. Whatever. It's not. As long as you can hear me. What does it say? 1 Samuel. Okay. First Samuel 30:6. 1 Samuel 30:6. It reads, "And David was greatly distressed, for the people spake of stoning him, because the soul of all the people was grieved, every man for his sons and for his daughters. But David encouraged himself in Yahweh his power." So he was going through a lot, man. But what did he do? He encouraged himself. And that's what you got to be willing to do, man, in the times of trials and tribulations, man, because it's going to be those times where we're going to be tried, We're going to be tried, man. We're going to have times where we're not going to have brothers Akim that are around to, give us that motivation that's right. They may not be around. So what you got to do, you got to have the scriptures already embedded in you and your spirit. So when you surrounded and these mother effers want to put you to death, that you still had that same motivation that you was when you was out on the highways and byways, or when you was putting up videos, because it's coming, man. Persecution is coming, but with persecution comes the trying of our faith. So, Lord, will we have what it takes to be able to endure to the end, man? That's all it is, just endure to the end. So, yeah, I just wanted to bring out that quick script. Lord will, this was edifying to the elect. And with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, Akim, who out there constantly pushing out this word in sincerity and truth. Lord will, this is edifying to the elect. Shalom.